Hey, your Whiskey Fancies, I'm Chris.
I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
We have Nulu Toasted Rye.
Nice! So,
A nice
like
tater sticker on the back.
it's called the Toasty Hulk.
The Toasty Hulk. I like it.
I actually think this is actually one of the better stickers I've seen. He even has a little Nulu bottle in his hand. That's awesome.
Me too.
This right here was from Bourbon Vines.
Cool. Thanks, Bourbon Vines.
And this is coming in at a 4-year, 6-month at
Bourbon Vines picked a good pick, I think.
59.6%. Nice. So
Bourbon Vines did this pick?
yes.
Fantastic.
Nulu's been making the rounds everywhere, and I kind of see it kind of all around and stuff, but I just never really pulled the trigger. But when it's a toasted, I was like,
You're intrigued?
you got me there. You got me there, because we
feel
had
like
some other toasted ryes that were phenomenal. So
Did we have a... No, never mind. Did we have a Toasted Rye Michter's?
we haven't had that one.
Oh, that's on your unicorn list.
That's my unicorn list because I refuse
That's
to
why.
pay the prices that they want sitting on the shelf, and that's why they're sitting on the shelf.
Yeah, you don't want to give away your left leg for
I kind of missed out when they all dropped. Was slacking on that and kind of kicking myself. But let's get into this one, shall we? This smells like it's got heat. It's got a fastball in
It
there.
kind of, yeah, it said hello.
Hello,
Burned my
but not in a
nose.
bad way.
No. It is. Speaking of has some heat, it is 59.4. Blah, blah, blah. Wow. One more time. 59.6.
There you go.
59.6 is aged 4 years, 6 months. Did you say that already?
I did, but I'd love to hear it again.
Sometimes I don't listen when you talk.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Is there like a lot of vanilla on the spice?
That's the only flavor that I can get out of sweetness would be a vanilla. I'm not
Does it
getting...
go butterscotchy almost?
Oh,
Like right...
that's a good one. Oh.
The butterscotch sauce that you would put on vanilla ice cream.
Yes, right there. Oh my gosh.
It's really good.
I was like, I knew there was a sweetness. I was like, yeah, that's vanilla.
It smells like
Apparently, yeah, that's butterscotch sauce.
butterscotch sauce on some vanilla ice cream.
That is.
I
But
think I
the
should
heat.
taste it.
This packs
That's a punch.
a mighty punch in a tiny little bottle.
Oh, it has a lot of
This is good.
you can get I get the some of the
I'm giving you a clove.
herbal, but also
Yeah.
a nice little
Rye.
herbalness. Almost not quite mint. There's something different.
If it was mint, I would be out on this bottle. Like, sorry. It's not. You can definitely tell it has the flavor profile of the rye, but with something else. Oh, this is good. Why do you look confused?
What is that? It's good, but it's different.
You almost cocked your head like Grace and the dog. Like, What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Oh.
What is that?
I don't know, but this.
It's really good. It's spicy though. Do you get like? It's like tingling in my tongue.
I like it. Okay. Here's what's different. The other toasted ryes that we've had had more of a sweetness to it that kind of just went along.
This has more
This
herbal in
This
it.
has got the herbalness to it,
And
but
it's
it
not
has
cinnamon.
that spice that's just like,
There's a little black pepper in the end.
yeah. But it has that spice that kind of stands out compared to the other toasted ryes.
If you
that we've
wanted a
had.
spicy rye, but you weren't in a super sweet mood, that's this.
This right here. It's got sweetness to it,
But
but
not super
compared to
sweet.
the other ones we
Yeah.
had.
Oh, it's
This
nice.
is
It's got a
good.
lovely nose on it.
Yeah.
Once
Once it opens up a little bit, and
once that ethanol calms down a little bit, I just got
it's
a
not
little.
so much ethanol, it's more it's heat. See, when I smell the ethanol, that's a little different for me.
It smells like alcohol to me, like so that I equate that
It
to.
is alcohol.
I know, but like when you get that sharpness
Got
in
it.
your nose,
I'm like, I'll burn my nostrils with.
yeah, it's dissipated a little bit, which is
Yeah.
nice. So let it sit for a couple minutes after you pour it, because she's a hot one.
Oh.
On the nose, I'm talking about.
On the nose.
Not on the palate. The palate, I get black pepper on the finish, though. I think that's what was tingling my tongue.
I like it. I could actually see drinking this bottle real fast.
It lights up the side of my tongue.
Hmm.
It drinks every bit of that 60 proof. She's not easy. You know what I mean by that?
You gotta work for it.
Yeah.
I'm getting almost like an orange note.
Really?
Like orange oil.
Citrus? Oh.
Orange oil.
On the finish? Or on the beginning? In the mid?
Let me get back to you.
Let me drink one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go along in the mid palate with the other herbal sensations?
Try after herbal.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what that tingly.
Mm.
A little orange oil. A little. I don't know why that stands out to me. I keep drinking it, and that's just what's in my mind. What it tastes like. I don't know why I'm getting that.
There's a sensation on the finish.
It's whatever that note is. I'm equating it. It's not prominent, but it's there. That I can't describe, and to me it just reminds me of orange.
To me, the finish sticks around a little bit because it lights up my.
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes my tongue tingle like pepper.
Yeah.
So it sticks around a little
It
bit.
actually drinks like it's higher than 59. We've had some that are pretty high.
Well, maybe I'd have to.
But I just
test.
it's got a wonderful punch.
There's a weirdness right in the beginning of the butterscotch that almost goes artificial. God, I almost had it. What's it called? It goes a tad artificial right in the front for a second, but it dissipates really fast. I feel like I'm whispering all of a sudden. Sorry.
What I'm trying to find out of this bottle is how it's toasted. I'm not getting a lot like wood complexity. So I really want to know what a toasted finish is really supposed to do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because does it just make you think what it sounds like? Because that could be the
toasted.
opposite.
So toasted as opposed to char, in my limited knowledge,
I have no knowledge,
is heat rather than direct flame. Right?
Got
Because
it.
if you
Okay.
put direct flame on a wood, you're going to get
Burn.
char.
Yeah.
So my guess is it's a heat process that's not direct flame.
Got it.
Like an oven,
So you're baking it.
right? Isn't that...
Does it have less calories?
Yes. Bourbon has no calories in my book.
But I do have to say that baked chips the Cheetos are better than the regular Cheetos.
I don't know what a regular Cheeto really is, to be honest with you. I don't know what a baked Cheeto is. It's corn.
Those are awesome,
It's a
though.
corn puff, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we always talk about food. But I do understand your question about what does the toasted process add to a bourbon or a rye.
Now that
make
I've
it different.
Now that I've had a few toasted products,
Yes.
I do want to look to see what it is. I don't want to go into a bottle with like a preconceived notion about what it should taste like, because then I might either be disappointed. Like I just kind of want to just go into a bottle
So
thinking
you
like,
know how
oh, it tastes like
you
this.
know how the finish kind of has this like slight toasty quality doesn't really help
No.
explain it more, but this the finish kind of almost has a effervescence like dryingness, but not drying your palate. It's a, do you know what I mean? Because I think I remember that in the holiday toast. There's a something there right on the end.
The finish lingers for sure,
but it lingers
in a
differently.
different.
It's not oily. It doesn't dry your palate. It's got this
like a tingly.
You think that's what toasted does?
I don't think so.
I think we should just keep drinking all of the toasteds and look for it.
But out of all the toasteds, this one right here was more rye prominent flavors.
The other ones are sweeter.
They were sweeter and had the cloves. This is
Do
more
we know the
herbal.
mash bill of the other ones we had? Because this is 95.5.
No, that's the thing. We don't know. Yeah.
It's hard to compare when you don't have the statistics and the...
This is such an awesome label. Now I want to play like Lego Marvel.
You can't play Lego Marvel. It scares you.
It does. That one part. Oh. I did scream in a video game.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Like a child's video game?
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
don't.
a very girly scream, which I'm very proud of.
Yeah. Have any of you guys had toasted ryes? Do you know what the toasted note contributes to a rye or a bourbon? If you do, please let us know by giving us a comment.
You teach us.
If you like what we're doing here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can join us in our next video.
This is nice.
Well, I fancy this bourbon.
I
Do you?
fancy this whiskey.
Fantastic. Oh, it is rye. Cheers.
Bourbon, whiskey.
Cheers.
Cheers.